Hello. I'm going to show you that median apple, and on top of it is light apple, or I didn't find the color. So you just need to be patient and look around for the color and be familiar with them. But it's hard for me to remember, so sorry about that. And we're going to continue on page 233. So on top, on your own, we're going to change the lake symbology, but now we're going to see the lake, and if we open attribute table, everything is in lake. So there is no point to change if it just have one type, and it's just going to show that field in one color. Okay, now we're going to turn on cities. The city symbol clustered the map because this map is a marketing tool for tourism. Even in Jacksonville. But now we don't need to show everything, and we only need to focus on the southern part of Florida. Because this map is a marketing tool for tourism, you want to display only the cities that are large enough to accommodate visitors and recreation enthusiasts. So for example, you don't want to go some tiny places that you know nothing about, and usually you want to go to Orlando and some sightseeing. So you will create a definition query to limit the display of cities to only those with a population of 100,000 or greater. This affects only the features shown on this map. It will not permanently delete features from the dataset. With a definition query, you can limit the display based on any attribute, whether categorical, such as population range, or quantitative, such as population. Now we're going to open property for the city layer. And we notice that we have a general source, select, display, symbology fields, definition query. That's what we need right now. And we're going to click Query Builder, and in the upper portion of the Query Builder dialog box, we're going to double click the population range to add to the query expression. So now this is the SQL structure. S is structure query language, and we make it population equals using the equal sign, and we're going to get unique value, and that we're going to double click to population range. We need to go back. It's from population range, and we can get unique value. We want to get 200. It's greater than this, and double click, and we have to population range equals again the next one, and we're going to get population. Oh, we have too many equal sign. We missed one here. Sorry. Okay. And now we're going to delete this one and change into or population range equals this one. So now we're going to review our definition query again. So we have a population range equals 100,000 to 250,000, or population range from this much to this much, or population range from this much. And we're going to hit OK, hit apply, hit OK. And now we're going to see less cities in our map. We're going to refresh it a little bit. Yay! Yes, less. So now those are meet our criteria. So in part of the expression is missing, you will see an error message. But now I double check and make sure the expression is correct. So now we can see that the number of cities has been dramatically reduced. Alternatively, you have created this simpler query that population underscore 2000 equals that, but we didn't even change greater than that, but we could do another one. So we can go ahead to add the city back, and we're going to underscore change the name. We use a new definition. Okay, now we're going to unvisible this, and we're going to the query builder again, and we can see whether they are the same. So population 200 equals greater and equals to we can just type in and hit OK and hit apply and hit OK. And we're going to refresh the map, and it's the same results. And we can click this, and we're going to, and you don't see any change. If we turn it on and off, it's the same results. Good. Okay, now we show you another way to do the definition query to get the population we want for the city. So now we're going to change the symbol for the cities. So we're going to either one is fine. We're going to visible this, and we're going to left click this, and we're going to use Esri style circle 3. Esri style circle 3 right here. And then change the size into 10. Not 18. We're going to do it 10. And in the table of content, right click city and then click label features. But we have to hit OK first, and then right click on this and label features, and that's the quick label. In this fast way to label features, but you need to make sure the labeling field is set to the correct attribute on the layer property dialog box on the label tab. So ArcMap will choose a default field, but it may not always be the one you want. So in this case, the default choice was correct. We're going to learn more about labeling feature in the later videos. But now, finally, we're going to rename the city layer. So let's just remove this layer. And then we're going to change the name. Cities, POP 100,000. Need one more 0 plus. And we're going to save our work, and then we're going to move to exercise C. And now we're going to save it and close it out and open it up. Exercise 073, page 329. And we're going to start with this, and where we just finished exercise A and B. So in the table of contents, we're going to click the symbol below historical shipwreck to open the symbology sector. And then if we're going to scroll down to the list of symbols, we're going to find there is nothing that looks like a shipwreck. So what we're going to do is at the lower right of the box, we're going to click Style Reference. And we're going to see that Style Reference open things up. When a style is loaded, it has a check mark next to it. By default, you only your personal style library and the Esri style library are loaded. Your personal style library is empty unless you have added symbols to it. So there are many styles collected in style libraries. that are intended for specific styles of maps. If you know you are looking for a specific symbology but unsure where to find it, you can search for it. So now we're going to click cancel, and then we have to bring this cancel, and then we're going to type it here, search rack, and then we're going to wait for the style, and now we have one. And to see all the symbols in the style library, select the style in preference, and we can go to complete set the symbol sector. So, but now scroll down to Civic Style Library. Civic Style Library. Right here. And then we see, we click the second rack symbol, is this one. And we're going to implement the change, and we're going to hit OK. And now it looks so beautiful. They changed it into the one, and we can use the identifier too to see the attribute for the shipwreck. And keep in mind that when using graphic symbols, the enter point is not always easy to find. So with this symbol, you must click right at the bottom of the V formed by the mask and the ship bottom as shown. I'm going to do a demo. And I'm going to bring it back here. Ocean background, so it's not easy. So let's do it again. Nope, still we didn't get it. Okay, ocean background. We're going to right click on it and see what information they have. We have to see those year shrunk. And wow, in the 1940s, this is really tragedy for those ships. Still ocean background, so it is hard. So it doesn't matter whether you so I'm going to turn this layer off. So we don't see anything, but I still not right click the right button. There. So another way to do it, you can just drag a box that it will highlight it for you. If not, it's hard to just click on it. And if you want to see the historical, and this one is 1944, and we can go back to the extent view, and we can do for this one. This is for 1942, 1942, 1942, still 1942. Wow, 1942, 1943. So those are the years that the shipwreck. If you wanted to rescue the symbol layer in the other map document or send it to a colleague, you should create a layer file. Layer file allows you to store symbology information, the color, shapes, and sizes you choose for the feature, so you never have to recreate it. So that's how the layer file is. And for that, just a person can wear many different outfits. A special dataset can have many different layer files. But if a layer file, we going to put a restriction that this file should have this color for this layer, and should have this shape, and should have this size for this layer. So now we're going to try to save the shipwreck, the historical shipwreck as a layer file. Right now it's a